All right. Welcome. My name is Tony Gambone, and we're here this evening to talk to you about how to use your book as a marketing tool. I'm really excited about this, and I've been getting ready for it for a couple of weeks, so bear with my excitement. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. Some of you know me, some of you don't. I'm a speaker, best-selling author, and a radio host. I've been doing this about 7 years, and these are some of the books that I've written. Of course, I've written a book on how-to. When I was in the casino industry, I wrote a book about that, and I did do a book with one of the people that I do radio shows with on how to grow your list in 30 days. Also, I wrote my own book, and I have done 2 compilation books. I'm really big on the compilation books because I believe it's a way for you to share your message with the world. No one knows us until they can learn more about us, and we never seem to have enough time to do that. Now, I mentioned that I'm a radio host, and that's what I do most of my week. I host radio shows, and you can see I do a show on crypto-preneurs, which is, it's a radio show about cryptocurrency for entrepreneurs. I do a Christian radio show every Sunday, and for the longest time did a show called Workshop Wednesdays, and that's where we teach people how to build relationships through networking. The name of my company is Tough Talk Network, and Tough Talk Radio Network is under that umbrella as well. So enough about me. The purpose that you were invited to the show was because we wanted you to take part in a compilation book. Some people say to me, what is a compilation book? And when I mention Chicken Soup for the Soul, they know those books. They know who Jack Canfield and Mark Victor is, and Mark Victor Hansen, excuse me. And the thing of it is these guys, you know, they compiled inspirational, true stories that they heard from their audience members, became well known in the book world, and wrote these stories, and none of them were about themselves. So I kind of got this idea a while back when I was asked to be in a compilation book. And I thought, you know, after the years that I spent interviewing authors on the radio, one of the biggest challenges that they had was being marketed in a bigger audience. So when you put a bunch of people in one book, it gives you an opportunity to kind of have sales people in all neighborhoods with a book that everybody's in. So wherever their book goes, you go. Gains a lot of credibility that way. So I thought about this, and I wanted to take it to the next level with the idea of using it for a home-based business, okay? And what I'm really looking to do in this book particularly is to work with home-based businesses that are working the cryptocurrency world, because we know that's coming in our future. And that's very passionate to me right now, but training some other people in doing that. So let's talk about the benefits of participating in this book. There's only, you know, I don't want to go too deep because we could spend forever talking about this, but I narrowed it down to 2 things that I think would really make a difference in our home-based business. 1 is marketing, and 2 is credibility. We all know that it's important that you market yourself, and it's important that you're recognized as an expert. So what I wanted to make sure of is that everybody here, let's see, I went a little too fast. So everybody here got to see the value of marketing and credibility. Now, what is it about a book that allows you to have a marketing tool and be recognized as credible or as an expert? Well, for those of you that know me, know that there's no way anyone in my lifetime would ever thought I was an author, let alone a multiple author, because I have not been the type of person that you would think. I have my own language, of course. So when I had the opportunity to write a book, I thought, wow, this would be really great. And after I wrote my first book or participated in my first book, people came up to me and said, wow, man, that was really awesome. They just treated me like a different person. So I found out that you don't have to be an expert to write a book, but once you write a book, you are recognized as an expert. And let's face it, in our business, we know that perception equals reality. And we also heard that a published author equals credibility. And for me, I find the fact that when I'm talking to someone about my business and I'm trying to share my business or grow a team or bring my business to the next level, one of the things that's really important is that I come off as credible. So now I'm not trying to trick anybody, okay? I'm just trying to use the tools that are available to market myself and my business. So I know a lot of people there are saying, well, wait a minute, Tony, what's this have to do with me? I'm not a writer, okay? And that's kind of how I looked the first time someone asked me to be in a book. And then there's another picture where I was just laughing so hard I couldn't put it up there. But the fact of the matter is you don't have to be a writer. As I mentioned, I've been in the radio arena doing internet radio shows for about 7 years now, almost maybe a month shy of 7 years. And I have found that people are more at ease when I interview them. So this book is going to give you a chance to participate in it as a co-author. What we're going to do is ask 10 to 12 questions. And you'll, of course, get the questions beforehand so you have a little time to practice so it's done easier for you. And we're going to ask the same questions to up to 40 people. And it's going to allow them, the readers, to understand more who you are. Okay, so when you meet someone and you sit down at Starbucks and you're having a conversation and you want to explain to them this great opportunity that you found in your business and you want to share it with them, one of the things I found is people don't listen very long because they just go, oh, here we go again, right? So what I like to do is be able to tell you how all this here works. I mentioned that we're going to do the interviews. People are going to get the same questions asked. And I mentioned that, there's going to be 40 up to 40 people in the book. Now, this isn't an ebook. There's been a lot of books put out with ebooks. This is going to be a physical book, okay? And, if you go on Amazon and type in my name, Tony Gambone, you'll see all the books that we do, and they're real books. So I know that when you go out, if you have a home-based business, some of us spend money with a business card. Some of us just call all of our friends and family. But what about the people that, you've spent the last year in business with that never got back to you or said it was a no or never really understood what we were trying to participate them in? What if you're able to say, hey, Pete, I was just asked to write my story in a book that talks about how to, being successful in my home-based business. Someone asked me to do that. And Pete's going to say, wow, who would have thought? I never thought this guy was anything special. So you send him the book because you want to give him a chance to take a look at what they put you in a book with. Has nothing to do with your business or anything else. You're just putting him in a book or sending him a book, I'm sorry. And when he reads that book, your chapter, 4 or 5 pages, what he's going to find out is there's a wow factor now about the person he thought was just an everyday guy selling something that he wasn't really paying attention to. When he sees 39 other people in it, he's going to say, wow, maybe I need to revisit this. 39 people having success, enough success to be in a book that you could purchase on Amazon. It's kind of interesting how that ball spins around to a whole different look. You're going to find out if you've ever been in a book or maybe in a magazine article. How about those of you out there that have been in a newspaper article? I know you still have that clipping somewheres. I keep all mine because it's just something that I'm proud of. Who would have thought, right? So this is a great way for you to build the credibility as an expert for someone to call you up and say, hey, could you tell me a little bit more about this business you're in? If it's this good that you got to be in a book and there's all these people being successful at it, wouldn't that be a great way to market yourself as an expert? Not only that, be able to go back to the people that you called, that you scratched off the list, and be able to give them a tool, not a business card, not a flyer, not a pamphlet, a real book. And then be able to say to them, hey, listen, I mailed you a book. I just can't believe it myself. Read it. Let me know what you think. I'll call you in a week or so. You put it on your calendar to give them a call. And you ask them, what did you think? And I'm telling you from my own self-experience, you're going to find out that they want to know more. And what is it that we want to do? We want to sell everybody we can. The fact is, we can't sell them. We got to wait for them to want to buy something. This will be the tool that you can use to get someone to knock back on your door so that you can answer their questions instead of trying to create questions for them to ask you, right? So this is a real good opportunity if you're looking to build your team bigger by showing a sign of credibility that you have made it. Because telling someone that you make, I don't know, $5,000 a week, $40,000 a week, it's kind of hard to understand that. Trying to tell them how great this deal is, of course they believe you because you're in it. Why would you say it's not good? So it's really hard to maintain a relationship with someone that wants to know more. This book is your key. That I can guarantee you. Okay, so I know now everybody's going, okay, it sounds really good. How much does this cost? Okay, well, I got it on here. For those of you that are in the cryptocurrency world, we're going to make this easy. It's not that you got to use a credit card. It's not that you got to write a check. Everything can be done through our back office. You'll be able to send euros from your account to my account. And I know I might not be in your world of downline, but I have people placed along the way that are going to be in this book, that are in our industry. People that are at the top, people that are at the middle, so that everything can be taken care of simple. You're going to get 50 books in this opportunity. So let's just take the math and do it. 50 divided by 800 euros. This is what it comes out to. You're paying $16 a book for 50 books with your story in it. And I don't know, I go out to lunch a lot, take people to lunch so I can sit down and talk to them. That usually costs me $20, not counting the hour there and the hour back and forth in between. So it costs me a lot more than $16. Now, I know that you're not in the book selling business. And I'm not asking you to sell the book. What I'm asking you to do is to hand it out as a tool. I'm also asking you to make sure that you are able to understand the value of this. So a lot of people say, well, I don't have that much at one time. So I'm going to give you a chance to go in 4 payments of 250 euros, 4 weeks in a row. Now, let me tell you why it's 4 weeks in a row. I would love to stretch it out, but I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to build my team to a certain level. And what I'm trying to do is turn this book in 3 to 4 months. Because let's think about it. We got to do 40 interviews. We got to edit it. We have to format it. We got to put a book cover together. We got to do another edit on it. And then we got to get it to print. And then I got to get everybody their books. So I would love to say we could do that overnight, but I'm telling you it takes a minimum of 90 days. So the reason why I'm in a hurry with doing this, because by February, March next year, I know that we're going to be in a better spot than we are this month or next month. And the excitement is going to be even better than we ever could imagine. And this tool is going to help you better than anything that you could come across. That I can guarantee you. So people want to know how you can participate. You can just contact me, okay, by phone, 281-877-2187. That's my cell. Because, folks, I'm being very serious about this. I'm on hand to deliver. So if you're being very serious about this, call me on my phone. Now, if you're on the fence, you don't really know, you got a couple questions, and you don't want to feel like you're bothering somebody, so you're not made to commit, email me, info@crypto-preneurs.com. Right? info@crypto-preneurs.com. Now, what I want to do is I went through this pretty fast because I don't like to stay on a webinar very long. I just want to get in, I want to get the meat, and I want to get out so I can make my decision. So what I want to do is I have a few callers on this webinar. I want to see if they have any questions. So I want to go ahead and, what happened there? Anyway, what I want to do is I want to go back and open up the lines. So do we have anybody that has questions?
No, Tony, I think that was pretty straightforward, and I'm on board for sure.
All right. Well, very good. Very good. Thank you. Anybody else with a question? I know I didn't do that good. Anyway, I appreciate it. I appreciate that very much. I know there's a lot of people on the call. Some of you are still scratching your head going, is this for me? I want you to know this, okay? Think about it overnight. Call me if you have questions. Let's work out some of the conversation. It might not be for you. I understand that, okay? But you won't know how to make the best decision unless you get all the answers. I want to thank everyone for being a part of this tonight, and I look forward to talking to everybody next week.